Hello everyone and welcome to our YouTube channel Go Ask Now Academy, and we are going to do today chapter 2 polynomial of class 10 mathematics. So it's going to be part 1 of this chapter. We are going to study about the definition of polynomial, what a polynomial is, identify valid and invalid polynomial, classify polynomials by degree, find the value of polynomial pk, understanding the meaning of a zero of polynomial, interpret the geometrical meaning of zeros using graph, and then we will solve exercise 2.1. It's going to be a very crucial chapter because the coming chapter are based on algebra and this will play a vital role in its understanding. So what is a polynomial? A polynomial is an expression in x with non-negative integer power, or we can say power of whole numbers only. In previous classes, we have studied about what a natural number is, what a whole number is, what an integer is. Okay, so So any polynomial in the form of x ki square 5x plus 6 or x ki 3 plus 6x plus 6x square plus 5x plus 7, these are example of polynomial because here the power of x is always an whole number. Whole number start from 0 and it goes toward infinity. Okay, but if there is any expression x की power minus 3 plus 1 by x or something x की power 1 by root 2, then it will not be a polynomial. For a polynomial, it is very important that power of variable should always be a whole number. Okay? So, a polynomial is an expression in x with non-negative integer power. Power of x should be whole number. We generally write the power of x in descending order, means this is also correct, but we generally write it in the form of x ki 4, x ki 3, x ki square, means power should be degree of this x, power of x should be always written in the form in descending order. Okay. So, general equation is an means any constant x ki power n, an x ki power n minus 1, and it will move till x ki power 0. What is meaning of coefficient? What is coefficient? In 6x ki 3, this is coefficient of x ki 3, or I can also say that 6 is constant and this is variable. Okay. What makes an expression not a polynomial? When power of variable is integer, rational number or irrational number, means non-integer, then we will say that it is not a polynomial. X ki power 1 by 2 plus 3, this is not a polynomial, whereas x ki 2 plus 5 is a polynomial. I hope this is clear. Now there are some example. Yes, this is polynomial because power are 2, 1 and 0. Yes, this is also in polynomial because power are 3, 1 and 0. In this is a constant polynomial where power of x is 0. So number 1, 2, 3, minus 5, 2 by 3. Yes, these are also polynomials where power of variable is 0. Non-examples. 3 by x is not a polynomial because x ki power minus 1, x ki power minus 2 not a polynomial, x ki power 1 by 2 it's not a polynomial. Now, types of polynomial. First of all, we will see what a degree of a polynomial is. What is degree of a polynomial? Maximum power of variable present in a polynomial is known as degree of a polynomial. X की 4 plus x की 3 plus 3x की square plus 2x plus 11. Degree of the polynomial is 4. Maximum power raised to variable is degree of polynomial. Okay. Now we are going to classify, we are going to name, we are going to study the types of polynomial based on degree of a given polynomial. When the degree is 0, we will say it constant polynomial. For example, 2, 3, minus 2, 3 by 5, etc. Linear polynomial, when degree of the variable is 1, means x plus 5 is equal to 0 or x plus 5 is a polynomial. When degree of a polynomial is 2, then we will say that this is a quadratic equation. For example, x square plus 5x plus 6. And when degree is 3, we will say it a cubic polynomial. Okay? Cubic polynomial. Degree plays a significant role in this polynomial section. We will study it later in coming slides. Finding degrees, I have already told you the maximum power raised to variable is known as degree of the polynomial. So, what's the degree of this equation? Degree is 12 because this is the maximum power of x. Now, value of polynomial for a given value. Okay? Value of given polynomial. You have done it in class 9th also, but we are going to revise here just to find out the nature of zeros, just to find out zeros, because we will do exercise 2.1 which is based on zero of equation. Though it is graphically, but we are going to do it algebraically here. Suppose there is an equation 5x plus 5 and I say that what is the zero of equation? Okay, or I say that find P0. What is P0? So, we will put 0 in place of x and then solve this. So, answer is 5. What is P1? I will write 1 in place of x and then solve it. Answer is 10. Let's take another example of quadratic equation. For quadratic equation x square plus 5x plus 6, let's find out P1, P0 and P2. So, P1 is 1 square plus 5 into 1 plus 6, 1 plus 5 plus 6, it's 12. For P0, it's 0 plus 5 into 0 plus 6, answer is 6. For P2, it's 2 square plus 5 into 2 plus 6, 4 plus 10 plus 6, it's 20. Okay. Now, we are going to do an example of cubic equation also, because class 10th is limited to cubic equations only. X cube plus 2x square minus x plus 3. Find out P0. P0 means 0 cube plus 2, 0 square minus 0 plus 3. Answer is 3. To find out P1, it's 1 cube plus 2 1 square minus 1 plus 3. 1 plus 2 minus 1 plus 3. It's 3 3 6 minus 1 5. Okay. So, when we say find the value of the polynomial for a given number, then we will put the number in place of this variable and then solve it. further. What is 0 of a polynomial? What is 0 of a polynomial? We say a number 0 of a polynomial if after solving for the given number we get answer equal to 0. Suppose we have a number 2x minus 6 is equal to 2x minus 6, and when we find out P3 we get 6 minus 6, it's 0. Then I will say that 3 is the 0 of this equation, and this 0 is also known as solution of the equation or root of the equation or when there is sometimes asked to find the value of x, value for x, then also we find root of the equation. Okay. So a number k is a 0 of px if pk is equal to 0, means when k is put in the place of x in given polynomial and we get 0, then we will say that yes, k is 0 for the given equation. For example, if I say that x square plus 5x plus 6, see if x equal to minus 2 or 1 is 0 of the equation or not, then we will find out P1, 1 plus 5 plus 6, and answer is 12. Then we see that it's not 0. Therefore, 1 is not a root of polynomial. ठीक है, of given polynomial. Now, what is the relation between degree of equation and zeros of equation? There is a very important relation between them. What is it? If degree is 1, maximum number of root can be 1. If degree is 2, maximum number of roots of the equation or zeros of the equation can be 2. If power is 3, then maximum number of zeros or value or solution of the equation can be 3. Let's have a look. An example of same x square plus 5x plus 6. If we put x equal to, take it minus 5x, x square minus 5x plus 6. If we put x equal to 2, then we will get 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus 6. 4 minus 10 plus 6. 10 minus 10 equal to 0. Yes, P2, 2 is 0. 2 is root for the given equation. Now we will put Px is equal to 3. Then P3 will be 3 square plus 5 into 3 minus 5 into 3 plus 6. Then 9 minus 15 plus 6. 15 minus 15 is 0. No other number than 2 and 3 is 0 of this given equation. Okay. So what we see here is when the degree is 1, number of 0 can be 1. If degree is 2, maximum number of 0 we can find out is 2. If degree is 3, then maximum number of 0 we can find out is 3. For this line, we are going to study in quadratic equation. Observation number of zeros less than equal to 0. Means therefore, I am saying that root of an equation can be maximum equal to number of degree. Okay. For equation where x की cube plus 6x की square plus 5x plus 3, I can say that maximum number of zero we can get is 3. Minimum it could be of no solution, means 0 root, 1 root, 2 root or 3 root. Okay, so number of zeros or roots of a given equation can be maximum equal to degree of the equation. Now, how we are going to show zeros of the equation on a graph? So, zero shows x coordinate where graph cut x axis. Means if I say that x minus 3 is equal to 0, then I will say that x equal to 3. Means there is a line which passes through 3. It is intersecting x at 3. When x is equal to 3, the line is intersecting over here. Okay. This is x equal to 3. Root of this equation x minus 3. This shows x equal to 3, means 0 of x is 3. In this equation, we see that 0 of x in this equation or in this graph is minus 2. It's minus 2 and minus 3. Okay. So, this is a quadratic equation of same graph x square minus 5x plus x square plus 5x plus 6. So, number of zeros or number of root or number of solution is 2, and what are they? They are minus 3 and minus 2. Okay. For this equation, it's x equal to 3, it's x equal to 2 and x equal to 1. It's 1, 2 and 3. This graph is intersecting the x-axis at 3 different points, and these are 1, 2 and 3. Therefore, this is a cubic equation of 3 solution, or we can say 3 roots. So, when we analyze a given graph, then we see if a graph is intersecting the x-axis at n number of times, then we will say that this equation has n number of zeros. Okay, let's move to NCERT example given in books. This is intersecting at one place, therefore, one root. This has 2 roots, 1, 2 and 3, 3 solution or 3 roots. 1, 1 root, 1, 1 root, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 roots. It's beyond your syllabus. Okay. So, 4 roots is not in your syllabus. Exercise 2.1. Graph of y is equal to px are given in figure 2.10. For some polynomial px, find the number of zeros of px in each case. So, how many zeros are in this figure? This line is not intersecting x-axis, therefore, number of zeros is 0. No solution, no zero, no roots. At one place, in second question, at one place, therefore, one root. In third graph, we see that the intersection point is 3. There are 3 number of intersection points in the given graph. In this graph, we see that there are 2 intersection points of the graph, of the curve and x-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 roots. 1, 2, 3. 3 roots. Okay. if I say that find out number of zeros, number of roots for this, then what is it? It's 0. Because there is no intersection point, this curve is not intersecting and not cutting this graph. So we will do now some MCQs based on the concept we have learned. So first question, which of the following is not a polynomial? Yes, this is a polynomial because power are in whole number. This is a polynomial, power are in whole number, but this is not a polynomial because power is an integer. So C is the correct answer. The degree of polynomial, this is what? Find the degree of polynomial. Degree of polynomial is, what is the degree of polynomial? Maximum power of variable in given equation is known as degree of equations. Okay? So, degree of the equation is 3. Which one is a linear polynomial? Which of the following is a linear polynomial? Linear means power with 1 degree. 4x plus 7. If Px equal to this, then find P1 equal. Then P1 equal to what? If Px equal to x square minus 3x plus 2, then P1 will be 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus 2. 1 minus 3 plus 2, 0. P1 is 0. The number of zeros of a polynomial is equal to the number of time its graph touches the y-axis, cuts the y-axis, touches the x-axis, cut or touches the x-axis. The number of zeros of a polynomial is equal to what? Touches the y-axis? No. Cut the y-axis? No. Touches the x-axis? Yes. But also touches the x-axis and cuts the x-axis. Means this is also a root and these are also roots. So it can touch or intersect also. A quadratic polynomial can have at most 1 0, 2 0, 3 0, infinitely many zeros. So what a quadratic equation is? A quadratic equation is a polynomial where variable of where degree of polynomial is always 2. Where degree is 2. Therefore, it can have at most how many answer? How many zeros? 2. How many zeros does the polynomial Px equal to 5x minus 3 have? We are not going to solve it. We are going to only analyze it that since this is a linear equation, maximum power of x is 1, therefore it may have only one number of solution. Which of the following represent a constant polynomial? Which of the following represent a constant polynomial? Is it a constant polynomial? No, it's linear. Is it? No, it's quadratic. Is it? Yes. 7 is a constant polynomial among the option given here. If the graph of polynomial does not touch the x-axis, the number of zeros is what? If the graph is not touching the x-axis, then number of zeros is 0. There is a condition for 0 that the curve should intersect or touch the given graph. This has the solution and this doesn't. So this was exercise 2.1 of your chapter 2 polynomial. It makes a base for you all for second exercise which we are going to do in next class. Polynomial chapter 2 of mathematics class 2. Okay, we are going to study it. So that's all for today. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. If you have any question or want to learn with a tutor live, just contact Go Ask Academy for one-on-one tutoring support. Thank you.